Ladies and gentlemen,
This is
today, Junior.
the Vented Out Podcast.
Ow!
Welcome back to the Vented Out Podcast.
Hello? It's just me, because Brent doesn't love me, so I'm alone. Andy's pooping. So, this weekend, we went and helped Brent's friend move into their new townhouse. And by we, I mean Brent really did all the heavy lifting. I didn't lift anything. And yesterday, we went and saw Deadpool. And it was pretty good. Except, like, halfway through, I got a really bad migraine. And I wanted to just come home and lay down because I felt so sick. And by the time we got back home, I ended up just falling asleep on the couch and sleeping for almost the whole day. And then today I woke up and I feel like I have a sinus infection from, like, all my nose being congested and all that stuff because it hasn't gotten any better. What else can I tell these people? Last week I didn't really do anything besides work, and we've lost so many people that it's pretty much just me and 4 other people now, so we're so short-staffed it's insane. If anyone's looking for a daycare job, hit me up. I had to work late today because we didn't have enough people to stay, and 2 people had to go home sick, even though I'm also sick and don't feel good, but I stayed. Whatever. I guess I'm not a crybaby. And then we ate. Also, the movie food is getting really expensive. We ate nachos, popcorn, and some candy and a drink, and it was like $45, and that's not even including the price of the tickets, which was $30, I think, for both of us. And it's kind of getting insane to go to the movies, so I understand the people that, like, sneak in the snacks or they just stay home and watch the movie. And then the movie was long. I don't think I anticipated it being like an hour and a half like it was. It felt like forever, especially with my migraine. I thought Brent was going to fall asleep halfway through because he was tired. I'm trying to think of anything else I could talk about. I'm not prepared for this. I'm not a planner. Brent is the planner. I can talk about my work and how that's going, being a lead teacher, because I'm in school for my CDA right now. And anyone that's going for that, it's a process. Like, I think that wishful thinking on my end, thinking that I could just do the classes online and be deemed a CDA certified lead teacher I was sadly mistaken, because you have to do all these courses online. I think it's like 126 hours of classes that you have to watch and listen to and take notes on. And then after that, you have to have a sit-down meeting with someone that can tell you the following steps. And you have to make a whole portfolio. And you have to get, like, parents to make you notes saying how good you are. And just basically, like, all the stuff that you went through in the courses to show that you actually did them and you did good on them. And then after that, you have to set up another meeting with this person to set up another meeting for people to come and observe you for 3 hours and see your teaching style and how you do as a teacher, I guess. And, like, it kind of is dependent on them if you get your CDA or not. And then after that, you have to go sit for a sit-down exam and hope that you pass. And then at the end of all of that, after a year, you finally get a CDA certification and hopefully get paid more money. But in my case, I feel like it's not that much more. And sometimes I question myself and wonder if it's worth it. But I guess it is worth it when you love working with kids. It's just gets stressful. I also would recommend, if you are in high school, go for childhood or early education before, because I would have had all this done in high school had I chosen to do that and not cosmetology. I feel like I haven't really talked about myself. I'm sure you know Brent a little bit more, but me and Brent have been together for almost 12 years. I'm waiting for a ring. And I am one of 4 of us. I have 3 older sisters. 2 of them are twins. And my other sister, Cassandra, is my middle sister. And then it's kind of just my mom and my stepdad. My dad's really not in the picture. And that's a whole nother situation. And we've lived in Walworth for most of my life. I think my mom said 20 years now. Which is crazy. I can't believe we've been here for that long. I met Brent. I haven't even told anybody this. I met Brent on a dating website. It was called Meet Me. And I literally thought he was the biggest douche. And I wasn't going to message him back. And then I think I ignored him for a month. And then he messaged me again and he was like, hey. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll talk to him. And then I met him. And I think our first date, he came into the Dunkin' Donuts I worked at and got a coffee from me and told me I needed to update my profile picture. So I took that as I was ugly. And then he asked me to go on our first date, and we went to an Amerks game. And that was so much fun. And it was I don't know, when we first met, it was kind of I don't know, we were best friends on the first date. We were just goofy and silly and ourselves, and we didn't feel uncomfortable or weird. And then after the Amerks game, because I had never been to one before, I'd been to a Syracuse hockey game, but I've never been to an Amerks game. But it was really fun. It was loud. And then we left there. We were both freezing because it's so cold there. And we got back in the car. We went to Applebee's. So that's a romantic first date. And we were just being goofy there. And then Brent thought the waiter was hitting on me. And I actually thought the waiter was hitting on him because I could have sworn he was gay. And then we left there and we went to sit by the water and just talk to each other. And then after that, we fell in love. It's our love story. I think when he first officially asked me to be his girlfriend, he picked me up at a police station. And I'm not a bad kid. I got caught up with wrong people and I didn't even get in trouble. I didn't do anything wrong. But the cop came in and said, excuse me, there's a kid in the parking lot to pick someone up. He's blaring dubstep. Can you tell him to turn it down? And that night, Brent asked me to be his girlfriend with a flower in the back seat. I'm trying to think of any other significant events in our life. I think, the first time we went on a family trip was with my family. We went to Maine, and Brent loved it there, and he wants to go back so bad, and so do I, because it's beautiful. We went to Bar Harbor, and we walked around there and got to see all the shops, and Brent loves the seafood there. And what else? What else is significant? I'm trying to think. A lot of trips. We've been on quite a few trips together. We've gone camping with my family. We've gone on some trips with his family, but I guess mainly we would go with my family because my family's always together. We've gone camping, and the first place we went camping with my family, oh my God, it was horrible. We didn't even really camp. It was more glorified camping. We stayed in a house, and the beds in this house were so hard. I don't think I've ever slept on a bed that hard in my life. It felt like we were sleeping on rocks. The house had no central air, so we were all just dying because I had to be like 90 degrees in there. And we brought fans, and it was just so hot. Me and Brent ended up sleeping in the living room on the floor because it was so hot in our room. And my sister's ex-psycho boyfriend was just a psychopath. That's pretty much it. He freaked out that night, and I think that's the night that everyone found out he was a psycho and didn't like him anymore. I knew it from the minute I saw that man. What else have we done? Where else have we gone? Oh, we've gone to Florida a bunch because we both have family that live there. His dad and his stepmom and his brothers live there, and his grandparents. And my mom's niece and her kids live there, and we go down to visit them. We try to go once a year, but, like, money's tight, so we haven't gone. We went earlier this year, but we wanted to go back again, and we just don't have the money to do it right now. It's fine to stay with family. It'd be great, but then the rental car and the flights and everything cost monies. But we've gone to Florida, like, how many times, babe? We've gone to Florida like 5 or 6 times together. We've stayed with my family mostly or at a hotel, and like we've gone and spent day trips with his family, and we've gone and done stuff with my family. Brent's been to like Disney and Universal and stuff when he was a kid, but I've never been there. So for my birthday last year, my mom and Brent took me to Universal, and we went to the Harry Potter area, and we got to see all the Harry Potter stuff, and it was incredible. We had such a fun time there. It was really hot, and I think we did like close to 30,000 steps that day alone, and we were only there for like 6 hours, and I thought we were gonna die. And it was just awesome. That was probably the best birthday gift I've ever gotten from anybody, because they took me to the Harry Potter world, and I love Harry Potter, so that made my whole day. We had butter beer. It was delicious. There was a flame-breathing dragon. And we bought wands. And Brent used it all over the park. I was embarrassed, so I didn't use mine. And then the following year, this year, we went to Disney with Brent's family. And we had such a good time. We went to Epcot, and we went to Hollywood Studios, and Epcot was so much fun. We walked around and saw all the different countries, and we went on a few different rides, and it was really fun just enjoying time with this family. It was really hot. We were like dying. I thought Brent was going to pass out at one point. It was very scary. I just still can't believe the amount of people that travel down there to do it like all the time. I feel like it's never not busy there. I feel like there's always like 8 million bajillion people there walking around. And then what else have me and Brenty been through? We've been on trips, we've traveled, we have had our fights. We broke up for a year, and that sounds sad, but it's not. It's great. It was really good for our relationship. We both needed time to grow. And I'm happy that we grew out of the Pines of Harrington, because that place was horrible. And now we live where we live, and I love it here. It's a really nice place. It's very cute for the two of us. I don't know. I'm just happy with where our lives are right now. I mean, we would both like to make more money, obviously, but where we are right now is pretty good. Like, we both have good jobs and a roof over our heads and can afford food and to clean clothes, so I guess we're not doing too bad. Brent talked about, I know I'm jumping all over the place because I'm like trying to keep on track here, but Brent also was talking about doing a football podcast with his friends, and I probably won't be part of that one unless it's to scream in the background that the Bills are the best and that the Seahawks suck. And then his friend's a Steelers fan, so you know how that goes. They suck. And Ethan is a Patriots fan, and God forbid, he's not welcome in my home. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Ethan. I love you, even though I know you don't watch this. Or maybe you do. I love you even more if you do watch it. What else? What else do I have to say? It's been 15 minutes. I'm just rambling about random shit. No, it's kind of hard doing it by yourself. If you can't hear my honey in the background just screaming at me, telling me how great of a job I'm doing right now. He's being really rude, actually. He doesn't love me like he says he does, guys. It's okay. And for those wondering, I'm still waiting for an engagement ring, you know. Here we are. I'm just all these years spent together and just here without a ring, you know. It's awesome. We have this beautiful life and we're not married. I'm not a douche. Don't call me names. Well, he called me a douche. He's so rude. But I hope that for Brent, this podcast takes off. I mean, I hope for both of us I do, but I know it's more Brent's passion, and he really loves it, and he likes making people laugh. And he's really good at it because he's funny, even though I don't tell him that a lot. And I genuinely do enjoy doing this with him because it's like another thing that we have that we do together. Even though it stresses me out because I feel like we wait till the last minute to do it and then we don't want to do it because we're so tired. It's kind of how this one went because yesterday I just really didn't feel good. Today I'm still not feeling that great. I mean, I think I have that sinus infection, but whatever makes my honey happy. I just want him to be happy in life. And the podcast thing is like, it's really not that hard to do. It's just, you got to have time to do it. And like, we watch all these YouTubers that like make this look easy and it's really not. Like you, especially if you don't have the free time to sit around and record like 5 things in a day, you're like stressing when you do have the time. Because when you do have the time, usually it's the time that you just want to relax and live your life. But you can't because you want to get on that grind of making more monies where you can and make people laugh and be goofy. But so I guess what I'm trying to say is I appreciate Brent doing this a lot because it takes more than what I thought it did. And it takes more, I think, dedication for someone to stay as focused as he has on this because he knows that he wants it to succeed and get good. That doesn't make any sense. Get better. Shut up, Brent. And he makes it so hard to say nice things about him, you know? You say nice things and then they're just rude and you want to punch them in the nose. So maybe I just take all those nice things I just said back. What do we think about that? I'm running out of things to talk about. It's been 18 minutes. No, now he's going to come over here and talk shit, and now I'm annoyed, and I don't want to do this anymore. I just told, like, I literally was so appreciative over the mic, and now you're going to come here and talk shit to me.
She needs to remember this every time I'm the one that's just sitting there coming.
You see, I'm freaking sitting here doing this because he wanted me to, and now he's all grumpy about it.
Because this is what they wanted, and this is
I
what
want
you
to
said you were
do.
gonna do.
Well, I do. I want to do one where you do the voiceover for me doing my makeup.
That can be a different video we can do.
No, but I feel like that would be like a short anyway, not this.
We got a bunch of things we can do, but no, this is why for next week, come up with a couple topics. It makes it easier on me if you have stuff too. And coming up with topics all the time is so difficult, but it's fun to do and it's fun to talk about it. But it's like, holy crap, man! It's hard to come up with topics all the time by myself, and you just sit there.
No, I contribute to the conversation, just not in the way you want.
Yeah, I'm sure. 20 minutes is probably. You got anything else?
No.
All right, do your outro then. That'll be fine.
Okay. That was me blabbering about nothing for 20 minutes. Hope you enjoy that.
We'll see how many views it gets, because someone thought they could beat more views.
Please give me all the views because Brent will never let me live it down. All right. Well, you can find us at all the places that Brent's going to link down.
attention to the fucking outro.
No, I do. It's YouTube at Vented Out Podcast, Instagram at Vented Out Podcast. I think we have a Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Facebook at Vented Out, and then all the listening platforms at Vented Out. And then Brent's Facebook and Instagram is, I think it's just Brent Loveless at.
Sure. Get people to fucking add me on Facebook.
I think it's Brent Loveless, and then mine is Paige Mascari.
Okay, what do you say at the end now?
I love you.
No.
I appreciate you guys listening. Let's get more likes than Brent ever has because I'm the bestest. Okay, love you. Bye.
See you guys next time.